Did you speak up?
Yeah.
Did you act?
Yeah.
What did you act in?
I was like, so my mom used to run these shows in middle school, so I had to be in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to be in these shows, and I was in a couple plays. I was in The Little Mermaid. All right?
You were in The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I was in The Little Mermaid. I believe I was a sea turtle. And I was in Peter Pan was where I shined.
Or what were you? Were you Peter?
Wait, we gotta go back.
Okay, all right, bring me
So,
back.
not senior year, it was 8th grade. 8th grade, we did Aladdin.
The Aladdin.
You know that short dude with the mustache?
Yeah.
The dumb fat hat?
Yeah. Boy,
The Sultan? I was that dude.
Really?
I had lines and shit for the first time. It was crazy. I hated this stuff though.
Really? You didn't like it? I feel like you'd be the type to shine on stage.
Like I'd be a nasty actor, but like
I bet you were good at it and you enjoyed the nights of, but you probably hated everything else. Like remembering lines.
No, everything else was good. Like rehearsals were fine. I just like chilled and bulled with people. Like you weren't even doing anything. But then like the shows came, I was like, bro, I got fun. Like I don't like having to do stuff. Like I freestyle. I just show up and I do whatever.
Freestyle.
And like you know that. Like anybody who's ever met me knows that I just like show up places and weird shit happens and it kind of ends up good sometimes. So, but
it's a very good description.
But we're gonna go back.
All right.
Again.
Wait, before we go back, I did click record. So
wowzers.
You are Dan Graham.
Yeah.
Dan Graham, you live down the street from me.
I live Clare Street.
Clare Street.
You know, we run it up South Campus.
From Holden, CMass.
I'm from
represent.
I'm from a small town in CMass where a lot of dreams don't get followed through with. Yeah, Central Massachusetts. If you've ever heard of it, Worcester.
That's like the stomping grounds right there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like where all the boys are from. Got any boys you want to shout out?
Yeah. Nah, I can't think of any names right now.
Just
but
shout
there's
out
a lot of
just
them.
Holden in general. Put Holden on the map real quick.
Yeah, I want to shout out my guy Spode. My guy Spode. Yo.
Spode.
Everyone's know about Spode.
Yeah, we've heard about Spode. Spode's a funny name. It's a good nickname for a kid. You should get Spode out here. We like Spode, from what I hear. So, Dan Graham.
Yo, that'd be nuts.
So, Dan, yeah, so that's kind of just a little introduction so people know who we're talking to here. But otherwise, start taking me through the story. How are you acting?
Yeah, so in 7th grade though, this is where I shine. This is where I reach peak acting.
Okay.
We was doing Peter Pan, and if you've seen the movie, right?
I have. Good movie.
Movie's crazy.
I love
crazy shit happens.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You remember the crocodile?
Yes, that was one of my favorite. That was like, you were the
Yo,
crocodile.
I was the crocodile. Yo. So I had basically two I gotta see if I can find the pic somehow. Maybe you have to flash it on the screen. It's deep in the memory bank.
Yo, if you find the picture, I can make that happen.
Crazy costume. Remember like he had the TikTok clock.
Yeah.
Like,
that shit was crazy.
You want to hear the thing that I had going on for me though?
Yeah.
So I was like, I might add some style to this, and I had like a dumb fat chain, and I put like one of those old alarm clocks on it.
Yeah.
So it was like a huge ass chain. So I was looking sick. So there's just two cameos in the movie or whatever, and in the Peter Pan Jr. by Disney, if you've ever heard of it. And I hopped on it, and like, I literally just walked by and fuck up Captain Hook 2 times, and that's.
Well, did you know who Captain Hook was? Was that like your boy?
I actually don't remember who was Captain Hook.
Seriously
don't. I
but
don't
you
remember.
Fucked him up though.
People. Yeah, they were like rounding around, running around. It was sick though, because you had like the crowd. So there was like the stage, and then there was the crowd, and like I got to go in the crowd. Like I like stage entered through the crowd. Like I was coming out through the back door of the school.
That's kind of, I guess that makes sense because you're the crocodile, so you're like coming through like the swamp of people, you know? Yeah. I get that. That's my animal. That's your animal. Wait, Dan. You have a lot of animals though.
Yeah, I'm a big animal.
Would you say you have a connection to animals then?
Yeah, 100%. If I go to school for one thing, but if I wasn't doing it, I'd be doing something with animals.
So you go to school for exercise science.
Yeah.
You're good at that though.
I'm okay. I'm not
the
best, not
you know
the
your
worst,
stuff.
I know a little bit.
You're about to write up all of Clare Street's going to get your recommendations soon.
It won't get them too far, but it'll give them a start.
It'll give them a start. That's all we need to start for a workout.
I could be better in terms of that, even for myself, but like, I like the schoolwork part of it. Like I do exercise science. So you have to like work out. There's a lot of like gym related stuff. Mm-hmm. But like I'm pretty book smart, like science smart.
And your passion's animals.
Yeah, they're like one of my favorite things in the world. So I love all sorts of animals. Like
What are your favorite animals?
Any crocodile. Any crocodile, bro. I think I know every species of crocodilian on Earth.
Crocodilian.
Seriously. Bears. I got a connection to bears. If I wasn't human, I'd be a bear.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
I think I was a bear. I kind of do believe in reincarnation, and I think I was a bear in a past life. And I think I might be a bear again. No cap. One type of bear to the other. I think I might be a bear in this life too. I got tendencies.
What kind of tendencies? What do you mean? You just like to sleep outside.
I sleep outside on rocks.
On rocks, the rock.
Yeah.
Pride Rock out there.
Pride Rock slaps. Try it out sometime. And what else? Michael Palmer. Shout out Michael Palmer. He's been on the cast.
He has.
But he woke me up the other day because we had class. We were going to the gym. He wakes up. He's like, "Yo, what's up, Grizzly?" And I gave him like the harshest bear growl like ever. I wasn't even awake yet. It just came out of me.
You know, when we picked you up from, the city, when we picked you up and you were hugging the pole, and we picked you up and we brought you back to the crib and you were sitting there, and you laid down in bed, and then I just opened the door and you were like passed out, and you were just like look at me and you're just like. Like, when you were lying, you were like,
I don't know.
Probably more bear.
That might be a tendency.
You might have
bear
tendency.
Right,
so bear, crocodile. You feel like you were a bear though. Like bear's the number one.
I think I feel the most connection to ursids.
That's the scientific name for bear.
If you didn't know.
For anyone that's a little confused.
Yeah, if you don't
maybe
know
not cultured. If you're not cultured.
Yeah, real ones know about Ursidae.
Learn about the Ursa, whatever it is. But what kind of bear do you think you were?
Black bear, no doubt.
No question.
Black bears are the ones. They're like one of the most widespread bears.
Are they chilling?
Like what about?
Like do they chill?
Yeah, I mean they'll mess you up.
Oh yeah.
They can like. But honestly, if you're gonna run into any bear, they're like across all of America, so you see them most everywhere. I don't know. You guys are from like the city. Most of the people I know around here are from cities. I live out where it's a little bit more rural. There's like bears everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen bears tons of times. People get scared by them. You just have to like be loud and whatever, scare them off. Be like, rawr.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't throw stuff at them, but you just gotta make yourself look big.
If you need to throw stuff at them, you gotta do what you gotta do.
If I've said it before, like people say like, yo, like a bear would fuck you up, which like, yeah, probably would, but if it did, I grab like the biggest stick, rock, I'd go Cain and Abel on that thing. I'd go biblical and murder it. I'd put all my heart into it. There's other animals I'd
go Cain
like a
and
lion,
Abel.
Mountain lion, grizzly bear, black bear though.
Okay.
I'll put my dukes up to that thing.
Because you feel like you almost understand them.
Yeah. It's like punching your brother when you're a kid. Like,
which one would you be next?
Which bear am I next?
Yeah. Do you think that you're gonna have a little bit of a because you've gone from like the black bear, like the chill of the bears, so you move from that to maybe like a chill, like you're a pretty chill guy. So you move from that to like a chill human. So next, do you think maybe
like off the rocker bear?
Like maybe like a grizzly, where you're a little more dangerous. You know what I mean? And then you become a human that's a dangerous human.
That'd be crazy. Maybe even a polar bear.
A polar bear, those things will fuck you up.
I'd go extinct before I even was born.
Those are scary, bro. They're scary.
They always say, like, if you see a polar bear, it's just game over. They have crazy contraptions for stuff like that to keep them away.
What kinds?
Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of Svalbard.
No.
You've never heard of Svalbard?
No.
The northern archipelago owned by Norway?
No, I've never heard of Svalbard.
It's like a rocky... There's literally nothing there. Probably, like, research stations and stuff.
Yeah.
But people live up there. There's, like, small villages and, like... It's the Arctic, so like you got like crazy way to live. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I think they come around in the winter, but like the summer is when people are going around. You can't leave the town without a gun.
Okay.
There's like a few towns. There's maybe like one. You can't like leave the city limits if you don't have a gun.
Like it's not allowed?
It out. Yeah, you can't. Or you either have to be with somebody who's like a guide, or you have to have your own gun. Like everybody has a gun. Like if you live in a house that's like off, whatever, like you just have to have a gun with you, or else.
If you think about it, so where is that?
Svalbard. It's like
So there's parts of Alaska that are like that too. I mean,
Yes.
like northern Alaska, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw the stat actually the other day. It's pretty interesting. Like, there's more. Like I saw something like the country of Canada.
Yes, I do know a lot about Canada.
So majority of the
Canada, that's
people
where my family's
live south of
Yes.
Americans.
Yes, they live within like a certain amount of miles of America.
Like
Biggest cities: Toronto,
Quebec,
Vancouver, Montreal. If you count like New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, they're already pretty close. Anyways, I don't like Manitoba.
They're like lower than Maine.
Yes, that is a fact. I think I might have told you that fact.
You didn't tell me it, but
I think we talked about it.
We may have talked about it.
Fun
before.
fact: all like the biggest cities in Canada are like below the most northern part of Maine. Want to hear another fun fact though?
I'd love to.
Yeah, so the bottommost, not really. I would say the bottommost town in Maine, Kittery. Spent a lot of time there. I got family.
I was
there.
at Kittery not long ago.
Really?
Yeah, we went through it going Wells.
Yo, fuck Wells.
Yo,
but anyway,
what are you? Whoa! What's the hostility towards
I love
Wells
Maine.
about?
I'll probably move to Maine. Like Maine's.
Really?
I got a little bit of Maine blood in me.
Do you?
What? Yeah, a lot of my family's from.
You got Medford blood in you too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Shout out Medford.
You got the third.
Yeah.
The third.
What are we talking about? Oh, so if you go from Kittery, the most southern point, I think it is, to the
Mhm.
most northern point, I think it's Madawaska. Like mad north, like they all speak French up there. It's near New Brunswick.
Really? They speak French?
New Brunswick is also where my family's from. And like the distance between Kittery and Madawaska is shorter than the distance from Kittery to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah. And like I don't know if it factors in like the roads and stuff
Doesn't
like
even
that.
make sense in my head. That's crazy. I guess that does make sense.
Like
though.
I don't know if like it's like the physical distance because the roads are like crappy.
Like
Like they probably loop around because like Maine.
you can't
Like,
go through.
you can't go straight through Maine. Probably you'd be going through logging roads, probably no roads, swamps and forests and stuff like that. You probably have to loop up the coast and then go in.
That's the thing with that. I got two friends that are environmental architects.
You know what? So what is that? They like.
Well, it's like you just make. First of all, it's architecture that's like environmentally, first of all, friendly, but also like that just takes into account that we're not building on like our land. We're building. We should be building around these things. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like you can't like. Obviously, some things like you'd rather go like through a mountain than over it and get rid of all the what's it called like. All the, like the trees and everything, trying to go over and around and things like that. I think that's just obvious.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
What was that folk story where there was that dude and he like tunneled through the mountain and then he just died?
Never heard of
that. that thing. I used to be reading that book with like
What book is that?
Babe the Blue Ox, bro, and Paul Bunyan.
Oh yeah, Paul Bunyan.
Yeah,
I know Paul Bunyan.
He's a legend in my
I
city.
feel like he's your type of guy.
Paul Bunyan. I might have been Paul Bunyan in the past life.
You might have been Paul Bunyan.
Might have been gone. Paul Bunyan,
Bear, Dangram.
me, and the next is gonna be Raw. We don't know what it'll be, but it'll be Raw.
Do you feel so reincarnation now? You feel like maybe there's a chance, in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, if you look at it that way, it's like I would say, well, like if you think about it, we all do get reincarnated.
That's what
because
I was
like
just gonna say.
you know the old saying, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, which like. If you think about it, your energy goes from one thing to another. Like
Yeah.
you die, you get buried, you decompose, but like your energy is going to a plant, grass, fungi,
Water, all
bacteria.
Water all just gets cycled. We have had the
we're
same amount
drinking
of water
dinosaur
here.
water.
We're drinking dinosaur piss. Ever think of that?
Pretty lit, if you ask me. That's why the Lowell water tastes mint. There's mad dinosaur piss in it. There's mad dinosaur piss in it. Nah, I think there's more dinosaurs probably over where I'm from.
Think so? Yeah, for sure. The closer you get to like the inland, I was saying
Connecticut.
When we were talking about like the roads, like in Maine, like you have to go around things, and then even in like Massachusetts, like even where you are, like there's like hills and like side turns.
Oh, there's like there's no hills out here. There's mad. I'm like from hill country.
In like the middle, like
of
like the U.S. It's literally just like, isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's just flat. You can like
you
can see miles away.
Like if your homie's standing like a mile away. Like
that'd be slay. It'd be like he's right in front of you.
Like you could see him. You know what I mean? Like you could see him. That's weird. Like it's just because it's all like it's literally all just mapped out like grid. It's all squares and
I don't know
rectangles.
if I'd like that. Even in places like...
It's kind of scary.
Like, Florida has, like, no elevation to it. So
yeah, it's just really based on the ground. It's going to get swallowed by the
I think that's
water.
crazy. I think that's crazy. Like, you ever seen, like, any of the Gulf states? Even, like, Texas. Like, you see, like, what's that? I think it's weird to me because I'm a big mountains guy. Big mountains, forest guys.
I like
Other
trees.
people, like... Yeah, I like all sorts of trees. The only thing that Florida's got going for it, one time, I left from Logan. I flew down to Florida, first flight I ever took. I look out the window, we're like peeling through the clouds, and it was gross in Mass. And then we look out, and it's just green. I was like, this is the brightest green I've ever seen. Because all the palm trees, there's all the blues from the water and stuff like that.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It feels gross out there. Water tastes like dog piss. Like, maybe there was dumb dinosaurs down in Florida.
Does it? Is it bad?
The water? Have you ever been to Florida?
I was like 3. So
yeah,
no.
The water's like...
Really?
It's like really bad. I don't know where it comes
That's shocking. Not shocking.
Is it
it's
the
weird,
pipes?
though.
Like, is it the ground?
Maybe you hit a bad batch.
Nah, because I've been there multiple times and it's...
Why do you go to Florida?
I went to Florida once when I was a kid at Disney, and then we went on a band trip. My senior year.
Yeah.
I've talked a little bit about it to people who know me. Pretty awesome.
On band. Well, what instrument you play again?
The bass clarinet.
The bass clarinet.
I played clarinet for 2 years, and then I think bass clarinet for 5, 6.
Mm-hmm. You're a man of many talents, then.
I'm not that talented. I'm like good at a couple of things. I'm not even good at it. I'm a journeyman. Like I'm okay at a couple of different
stuff.
a
lot of crap.
I do know a lot of stuff like sports, nature. I always say I'm the best person. If you need someone for a trivia, I'm like probably the guy you need.
You're the guy you should go to. So back to the animals. What do we got? We got bears, crocodiles,
the American alligator. Yo, you want to hear a fun fact? Yo, this is a bridge of a topic.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Everglades National Park. You've probably heard of it in Florida.
Yes, I have.
It's the only place in the world where alligator species and crocodile species commingle.
They commingle, so they hang out together.
They live in the same areas.
Why do they do that? Why? Oh wait, but wasn't one of them cold?
No, they're both crocodilians, so they're all cold-blooded.
So what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? I feel like that's something
they're like different species. It'd be like, is a grizzly bear different from a black bear or something?
Is that what that is? I didn't know that. I thought they were like.
There's 2 species of alligators. There's a couple different species of crocodiles, and then there's basically in the crocodilian family. There's alligators, crocodiles, and caimans. You might have heard of caimans.
I think you told me about the caiman the other day.
And then there's like, I think they're called gharials or whatever, which is like a whole different thing, but they're basically crocodiles.
They're all crocodilians.
They are. They're all in like the same family. It's like bears. Like black bears aren't related to brown bears, the polar bears. Like they're all in different families. Same like big family that they're all in though.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. So let's just say we go from bears and crocodiles. What's next in your list of animals that you feel like you have a connection to?
Connection to?
Or that you just love. What's an animal you love?
Moose. The moose is my... Yo, I just remember.
You have a moose on your wall.
I have a moose on my wall. It's the only thing on my wall. I love moose. Moose are my also connection to Maine. So I think they're one of the most majestic animals.
They're huge.
They're monstrous. They're like 12 feet tall. Nah, maybe 8 feet. Maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration.
But maybe with the horns. If they're like sitting upright and their horns are popping up straight.
I think they're like 8 at the shoulder or something like that.
8 at the shoulder? Oh my lord.
Yeah, I mean they like the shoulder's the highest part for them.
Oh my god. Is it?
Yeah, they tower. Like if you like your car, for example, if you have to take like a Corolla, a Honda, or something like that, you could stack 2 of them up, and that'd be how tall it is.
That's insane.
I honestly think that's how tall. I saw a baby one time. It honestly was about as big as your car, and it was a baby. Yeah. I've seen moose before. Not
my car's pretty small, by the way, for anyone curious.
Yeah,
but it is still like a car. You
yeah,
know?
like a Honda.
You can fit like 5 humans.
Civic, Toyota.
You can fit like 7 humans in that thing. That's the size of a moose.
An average sedan, like a baby moose about size, is like. And like when they first come out the womb, like obviously they're like small. But
where did you get that fascination with moose?
I like any type of forest mountain animal. Like I think that's where my heart, like, people like different types of nature. They like the forest, they like rainforest, the jungle, underwater. What other biomes are there?
I like tundra.
Yeah, I like the tundra too. It's not my favorite.
You do like desert.
Deserts, yeah. I think they're all cool.
Some people feel affinity with these places. Some people really look at like the desert and they see like the it's associated with like the pyramids and like.
There's a lot of cool animals.
All that stuff, the cool animals and like the cacti and like all that, like I don't know, just like the cool, dusty nothing. So people
feel related to different stuff.
It's pretty cool.
I like all sorts of nature. It's cool that we live on a planet that there's a bunch of variety and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's because where I grew up and stuff like that too. There's a lot of green. Like even coming out, Lowell is where we're at now. Lowell cities. I'm not a city person, so like not seeing a bunch of trees. Like my house is in the woods basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little sketchy out here, not being able to go out and put my feet on dirt.
Yeah, I understand that. So yeah, it's has it been like a little bit of an adaptation for you?
It has been because a lot of the stuff I do is outside back home. I do a lot of hiking and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I go out in the woods, like I go fishing and stuff like that. Not that you can't do any of those things out here, but it's like what I do for fun out there.
What is like taking place? Some baller friends. Some fun times.
I work out a lot more than I used to at home. I don't work out that much at home. Hanging out with my friends, got the best friends out here at UMass Lowell. And like now school's I got a job now. Mm-hmm. UMass Lowell, we're working at fitness center. Shout out the fitness center.
Yes.
I go there all the time. Yes, and then we have school, so
and
just have science classes.
Yeah, UML brings you a lot of good opportunities, we got to go to a hockey game. And we got to get these fire shirts.
These shirts are
Have yet to bring up the fire shirts. These are the.
Oh yeah, actually the same shirt. I feel like mine looks different from yours.
Nah, isn't it? Home of the big one. Nah, it's the same thing.
It just looks weird from this angle. Like my big one looks smaller than your big one's bigger.
Nah, my big one might be bigger though. I feel like it looks bigger too. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, Vic's home of the big one.
Have you been there before?
Not sponsored, by the way. I should get.
I should
let them sponsor.
We got the Phantom Gourmet on this stuff.
They should sponsor my podcast. That'd be hilarious. I won their contest. I still am owed $25. I can still go there and get that sub.
Subs maybe.
Yeah, maybe we should just go get subs from there and just
rip it. Where even is it in Lowell?
Yeah, it is. But we went.
Have you been there before?
Do you want to tell the story?
I don't know if I can tell. I think you should tell the story.
I can tell a good story, but I think it's your episode.
It's your episode. It was a night one day.
It was a night
one day, and UMass Lowell hockey games are obviously a big thing at UMass Lowell. It's the best. Yeah. It's the best sport we have.
For sure.
It's like kind of the only sport we have.
Only really good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball's getting better.
Top of the hockey East, yeah. Didn't they?
They're almost qualified for the tournament. They're almost.
Yeah, that was
one
bogus.
game away.
It was bogus that we didn't even make the NCAA tournament for hockey.
I know.
Did you watch any of those games?
Yeah, that was bad.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, that was bad. That was sad. But continue.
You got me bummed out now. It was a good run. It was a good Hockey East run, but, It was
one night, one day.
UMass Amherst, Screw that school. Am I right? This is the flagship. Anyways.
Run this town.
Anyways, yeah. This is our decade. This is our decade. Hockey games are a big deal, and I think it's like in between the first or second quarter, they always have like different promotions and stuff they do. And one of them, they pick people out from the crowd, and this was our lucky day. We were sitting in the crowd, just hanging out, doing our own thing, cheering the team on, and one of the pro staff comes up to us and says, I think he said to me first, he said, because I'm up there, I'm chanting and stuff like that, I'm making it known that I'm at this stage, I'm at the Songus.
He lets himself be known no matter where he is. You're known. When you walk in somewhere,
I have an aura, a presence, if you will.
Everyone knows when you're around.
But this guy was like, "Hey, you guys want to do this?" I was like, "What do you want me to do, man?" And he's like, "We're gonna give you these T-shirts, and you're gonna eat a whole sub." And I was like, "Free! First of all, free stuff. I love free stuff.
Who doesn't?
Free T-shirts are like
godsend.
I was raised up on free clothes. Like probably half my wardrobe is free T-shirts.
I agree. Same
it's
here.
the wave. And then he was like, "You get a sub," and these subs are monstrous.
These things are like probably the size of
bigger. It was
from like my fingers to like this long, easily.
Bigger than my shoulders are wide. How big are you saying?
I was saying from here to here.
No, it was bigger. It was
it
was that big.
I'll go with that.
It was huge because we only ate but we only ate half. Remember?
I know.
And the half. If you're saying the half was
half was like maybe 2 hands.
Okay, yeah, I would agree with that.
Probably 2. This was half.
I had my 2 hands on that thing.
That's I couldn't hold it. That's like 2 heads. It's like it was a lot, and we barely even ate the half.
No, and then he asked like, "Do you want we need another person to do it too?" And I'm like,
yeah.
And like everyone was like, don't know if I want to do it. And I was like,
people are fucking scared.
Yeah, if there's two people who are fit for the job, I was like, I need my man Dan out there. How funny if we on the jumbotron, it's like, all right, Songa Center, we are going to have Dan versus Dan eating the sub challenge for Vic Sub, and I was like ready for this.
I was like, my marketing major senses started tingling, and I was like, oh, the Dan versus Dan, like that's
selling. That's like WWE pay-per-view.
It is.
That's like Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker.
Straight up.
That's Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker.
That's straight up. That's like Anderson Silva versus Israel Adesanya right there, bro. That's a moneymaker.
Yeah, that is.
That's a moneymaker. But yeah, so then we get up there.
Long story short, we shoved our faces into these subs, these monstrous steak bombs with all the fixins.
Yeah,
like peps,
everything.
Onions, like I don't even know. It was going everywhere. Oh, man, I'd kill one right now.
Yeah.
Maybe half, because those subs are huge.
Gigantic.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were taking bites out of it, and like we were putting on a show for the people. We were like, yeah, like I don't even think people were watching it. No lie, like they were probably getting drinks and going to the bathroom.
There's gotta be some people watching. That's all I know.
I know our boys are watching.
If there's at least like 15 people, I'll put on a good show. Like
I'll put on a good show for 2.
Yeah,
like, I'm a performer.
You put on a show for yourself.
We started off this performance. Well, this is a performance if you think about it.
Kind of.
We started off this podcast by showing I'm a performer, and that's the main takeaway. I'd say.
That is the
main takeaway. Take bullets on that, cuz. But anyways, all right. We're putting on a show for these people. You were like swatting my sandwich out of my hand.
Yeah, I've knocked your hat off.
You knocked my hat off. That thing went 3 rows back or whatever.
I took off my sweatshirt. I was in it.
That was crazy. I was getting the meat sweats. No lie.
I have no lie. That's why I did it.
That thing had me bundled.
I was sweating. I had those meat sweats as soon as I helped pick that thing up. They were hot off I don't know how they were so hot off the press. I know, it was nice though. But that was a lot of fun. I mean,
I didn't even finish that sandwich. Like I still both of us, we still had like that much left of the sandwich.
Of the half.
Yeah, of the half of the sandwich. And then they give you the rest of the sub. He beat me. Long story short, he got 1 bite on me.
I probably did. I beat you by like a bite.
It was like literally 1 big bite. I just was choking.
Yeah.
Literally, like my throat was out here.
I didn't even have it like down. I think I had more mouth room. Pause. I have more mouth room than you though.
And then,
so I was able to get it down.
So we got free t-shirt, and then they give you the rest of the sub, and I wanted nothing to do. I think I gave it to like our rest of our buddies that were there. I was like, this is bad news bears if I even try to make an attempt on this thing right now. Like I'm gonna hurl on the ice or something that right over the boards.
Right over the
boards. It might projectile out of me.
Hey.
Those hockey games were the best, and I'm so excited for them to come back. So.
I know, 2 weeks, right? You said.
I think the first game
maybe 3
weeks. They always play like a bum ass team the first game that they play.
Smoke them.
They smoke them. I think
rowdy.
I might remember it wrong, which I do often, but I think they smoked them by like 7-1. It was like Southern Alabama State or something stupid like that
Alabama
2 years ago. I don't remember who they're playing. It's a bogus school too.
A bogus school.
Yeah, they're playing Michigan State this year.
That's gonna be fun.
All the other Hockey East teams, I think that's like the big ticket because like we don't play like Midwest teams like that. Obviously, the Midwest runs hockey. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Minnesota mostly.
I feel like they run hockey, but like it's not like
Hockey East is the next. Like
I was saying, like Hockey East is like nice. Though.
Like the best teams in hockey. First of all, Hockey East is like traditionally one of the best. It obviously is like Northeastern, Northeastern BU, us nowadays.
Yeah.
Amherst is like on the come up. They're not historically good.
Yeah.
Did I say BC?
I think it's BU, so BC as well.
I think BC plays too.
Yeah, they're good.
I don't think they're as good.
Well, I mean, like they're all good. Just depends on who's here.
Maine and Vermont Maine was historically pretty good, but I would say they're like outliers. Oh, no, did I say Northeastern? I probably did.
The first one you said.
Nice.
Top. But yeah,
a lot of teams in Hockey East. But then, if you look at what rosters on these teams, people come from Sweden, and then half the team will come from Michigan and Minnesota.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
there's a handful of people. Like Mass, like does produce hockey players.
It's a hockey town, you know.
Yeah, it's hockey city, hockey state, hockey region.
Just is like people in Mass.
Like did people play hockey a lot? Like when you were like in winter, that's what people do. They go play pond hockey where I'm from.
Honestly,
I didn't do as much.
Not as much. I mean, there is pond hockey. Like it's not like it's like a thing. Like I wouldn't go play. Like you play if like you
street
play
hockey.
I played a little street hockey game in my life. I'm not that bad at street hockey. It's in the genes. You know what's funny, Dan? Everybody in my family plays hockey, except for you, or had played hockey, except for me. I'm the only one that never played an official game of hockey. It's just me.
Why not?
Well,
I wasn't allowed to play hockey.
I did a bunch of like lessons because again, it's in the family, dude. Like it was like my dad played Division 3.
Oh, really? What school?
Don't even ask. He was only there for like 3 weeks. So, but he played like Division 3. He might have been UMass Boston. I want to say UMass Boston. Maybe not though.
Probably wasn't even called UMass Boston back then. It's probably like Boston
something.
Like, I don't know.
Whatever it was. He went somewhere.
Lowell used to have mad names.
He played D3, and then like all my cousins all played, and so I was doing like the learning. I was like
lessons, like Pee-wee lessons,
from 2 to like 5 years old.
Yeah, like skating.
I went
and stuff.
like 4 times a week, just learning how to skate. Just learning to skate.
I don't know how to skate. Fun fact.
And then you learn how to stop, and then once you get to a certain age, you can free skate for the entire hour, and you're just basically working on like your own at your own pace. Like you don't get a coach telling you to do these drills.
Yeah, like
it was a lot of fun. I like skating. Skating's pretty fun.
we gotta run that this year.
I'm down.
We should skate this year.
And
I don't know how to.
We do that, and I get into the locker room, and they said like, all right, it's the last day of free skate for the season. We're gonna get the kids out there for a game, the first ever game. I sit down on the seat. My dad starts putting on the skates,
The whole real
start putting on the
elbows,
jersey, elbow pad,
pants.
the helmet goes on. I hear like the feeling of like putting on a helmet. Like,
yeah, I wore many helmets
just
back
annoying.
in my prime.
It's like an annoying like press on your head.
They click.
About?
You have to squeeze it in.
It's
and
annoying.
It pops.
And I remember being 5 and just feeling the discomfort of that I was in. I was just sat up and I was like, I don't even like this. I don't want to do it. And my dad was like, shocked. Because you got to think, like.
It's like telling somebody they died.
You,
that's like a little something in them died. Right
a little piece of him, because he's like, because imagine you're a kid. Like, think about something you love. What is something you love?
I like sports. Like, I'd be bummed if my kids didn't want to play sports.
Like, say, like, any sport. Like they, like, you get them into, like, soccer young or something. And
yeah.
And then like for him, I guess it was a little different, but like because I played other sports, but he just knew nothing about basketball, so like he didn't like basketball. But then imagine like the kid that your kid like just says I don't want to play sports.
I'd be bummed. I'm an
accepting
person. I'd be supportive of whatever anybody did.
But it would at the moment it would be kind of a bummer. So my dad was like a little like confused and like a little upset. And he was like. But my dad's literally the greatest man to ever walk the face of the earth. So he's just like, all right, buddy, take them off. Like, let's go. So we took out the skates.
Awkward walk of shame right
Awkward
there.
Walk home. Awkward everything. Everything's awkward about it. Started playing hoop, though. I like hoop. Started playing baseball. I liked baseball for a little bit. Stopped baseball, but I liked hoop.
Yeah, I did, too.
I ended up playing varsity hoop. I think that, like, in the end, like, at least I played a sport.
Yeah, it works out. You play sports.
I couldn't imagine having a kid that doesn't play a sport, though.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird. I won't say I would frown. I don't really care, but like I really care about sports. I really like even just watching them. I was never really good at a lot of sports, but
play with axe.
Yeah, I was okay at lacrosse. I was like
really captain.
JV captain.
JV captain. Baby.
Not varsity, obviously.
No, but you were the team like leader though.
Like I was a locker room guy.
You were the locker room.
I'm a locker room guy. They keep me around for a reason. It might not be being filthy at sports. I'm just good morale. I'm a good guy to have around, I'd say.
You're always smiling, so it's good energy to have.
Yeah, I bring good energy, and I did.
What made you the way you are?
Concrete floors falling on them mostly. But I don't know what makes that. I just think that it's good. You gotta have a good good outlook on stuff. Like you just walk into stuff and be confident.
Like, do you wake up every day and like not like remind yourself, but do you like make a conscious effort to be how you are, or are you naturally this way? And you feel
fairly natural. Like I can like shut it on and off a lot of the time. Like it's not often. Like I'm a pretty silly, goofy guy, but like I have a serious thing, but it's like. You gotta snap it on. I like being not carefree or careless, but like chill and just letting stuff happen as it goes.
You do a really.
I think everyone should have that.
Yeah, but it's hard for some. Like for you, it seems like it's a natural preset. So
which I'm not like always like that. I'm not always like out there and like so happy and fluffy, but like
you're pretty fluffy.
I'm pretty fluffy. But
You're a fluffy
I think
guy.
everyone should be that. I think everyone should just be like, I'm gonna go out there and slaughter this day, right? No.
Yeah, no, I
Like
agree.
what? Like what are you gonna do? Like wake up and be like, oh, today's gonna suck. Like yeah, you're gonna have a shitty day.
Yeah.
I wake up at 6 a.m. got class or something like that, and be like, oh, I want to go to this. But I'm like, get 10 minutes into waking up, I'm like, oh, I'm already ready to destroy this day.
Yeah, obviously you're gonna feel like, oh, like this is gonna suck. But as long as you can get through that little initial feeling,
Yeah, you just gotta have a.
you're fine.
I think you just gotta have a good outlook on anything. Like you gotta take anything as you go and just roll with it and like make the most of it.
Yeah, I agree.
I think make the most of it. That should be like my.
Make the most of it. You should make that your Instagram bio. Do you like post on Instagram like ever?
No, I need an Instagram post. So.
Yeah, we post.
We gotta get pics sometime.
Post something from the summer. You have a ton of.
I don't have that many.
You're
pics.
in so many pictures.
I need like group pics with people. Like, that's what people post on Instagram. We need like.
Hey, don't be like everybody else. Post something weird. Post
maybe.
Post like a picture of like just post a bunch of selfies or something. Or like
make Instagram weird again.
Yo, remake like album covers. That'd be funny.
That'd be nuts.
Like if you remade album covers. Remake like you see the
Can we
Certified Lover
remake
Boy
the-
one?
Yeah, I'm not gonna remake
put
that
a,
one.
No, put a bunch of different. No, put like something. on your
Oh,
shirt.
that's what you meant.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not saying redo it. I'm saying
Yeah.
put something on your shirt and then put on a different shirt and just crop yourself doing the same exact pose.
Put a basketball under my shirt because that's what the emoji looks like.
That's what it looks like.
It
and
looks
then
horrible.
You can do. It does look bad.
I want to do views.
You can do views.
Like sit on top of something.
Or like what's it called?
I'm gonna do views from like
2014 Forest Hills Drive. You could do that. You can do Forest Hills Drive. You can sit on top of the.
Yo, let's do that tonight.
You want to do it?
From like.
I can do it on my roof.
Yeah.
On my roof. You want to do that?
Do that after this probably.
All right. You gonna post on Instagram?
I will. Yeah, 100%.
I might do it too, and then we can both post it.
First things first, recipes, local food.
For real.
That's
a fire line.
That's fire.
Did you listen to Certified Lover Boy yet?
So we listened to it last night, obviously, a little bit, and then I listened to the rest of like I haven't like given it like a solid listen to, but I listened to it this morning. Like I woke up and I was like, wow, I need to re-listen to this, and like I think I still need to give it like 3 or 4 more listens.
Yeah. Initial thoughts off the first listen.
I'm a huge Drake fan. I'm like one of the biggest Drake fans out there.
Word, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I really like Drake a lot, but
anything before but means nothing, Dan.
nah, it was like there's good songs. There's good songs on them. You can listen to it. There's gonna be songs I do listen to off of it, but like my expectations were like so high. Probably put my
Unrealistic.
Probably put my like beliefs in the wrong place for that. Cause like I'm a Drake fan, I guess. There's good songs that I like. There's songs that I like that people say are trash. It just didn't like they're good songs, but it's like you've heard the same kind of Drake style over and over again. Like I was listening to this, I was like, I don't remember what song it was. I was like, this sounds like Grease. I was like, this literally sounds like that. Grease.
Yeah, just like
the same flow. Like his voice sounds the same. Like if you look at old Drake songs, and even if you look at different artists and stuff like that, they'll mix it up a little bit. I mean, you get sick of something so many times. Like Drake's been on that same. I feel like in the past couple of years, Drake's like a lot of his songs have been like very similar, which he has a formula and it works. I mean, look at the charts. Look at the charts right now. He's like top 21.
Yeah, probably.
All of his songs are at the top.
Yeah.
So how many songs are on the album?
That's what he does. There's 20 songs.
Top 20 songs are his songs, I think.
Like
last time I checked.
And that's just the way he is. Like he makes hits.
He makes songs that are formulas, but then like, if you like music, like not just like listening to music, like you like music,
mm-hmm.
when you hear it, you're like, like you can do better than that.
There's more.
I feel like he has so he
has
more. So many flows, and like he's definitely mixed up different flows and stuff like that. Like what is it? Dark Lane demo tapes, right?
Yeah.
And he's he took the UK drill flow.
Yeah,
which I like that flow.
Interesting.
I like UK drill.
I like him trying things.
I like when he tries, dude. Even like people are like, it's kind of tough though because people are like, oh, he steals flows, or like, oh, like he does this and that, or like, oh, he's trying to be this person. Like you can't win. Like you want him to make like all the Drake songs he's been making lately that sound the same. Like pick one or the other.
Yeah, I agree.
I like hearing variety.
How about Donda?
I was gonna say that's why I like Donda. Like Kanye mixed it up a lot, and you kind of said it first, and I realized I was like, oh, that's facts. Like even if you look at recent Kanye songs, like he'll hop on a song with somebody, and like it's almost like it's theirs. He was featured on some of these songs, but like he kind of does that style. Like Kanye has his own formula and his own style of songs that he does, but like off of Donda, off the grid, like that's like the beat for that is not a Kanye beat.
Mm-mm.
He probably made it, but it's not like his style.
It's a drill beat. You know?
It's a drill beat,
especially if once it switches to like the drill drums, like for Fabio, and then he stays on them.
Like Fabio's a drill artist, I would say, and then like he hopped on drill song. Cardi killed it. You know, yeah. I'm a big Cardi.
You're a big Cardi fan.
I like Cardi a little bit here and there. Whole Lot of Red was fire.
You made like a Whole Lot of Red type of beat, dude.
Who did?
You did.
Oh yeah, I did. It was like
we started it.
It was mad trash.
Nah, but
it was horrible.
Nah, wait, it had potential.
Yeah, if I like knew how.
It's just the beginning.
If I knew how to make music, it'd probably be helpful. But
yeah, right.
For like being like,
not bad.
Yeah, pretty good.
Good little like.
I might put that on Spotify. Who knows? Maybe I'll start rapping on it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I like. People hate on a Whole Lot of Red. Maybe I just like the producing on it, and I like the. Sometimes I listen to songs and I'm like, the beats are fire. Like Whole Lot of Red gets me fired up.
Mm-hmm.
Like new
I
Tank,
just like
bro.
shit being different. Like it's different. Like you know.
I like hearing.
Like where else? Like where else are you gonna find Whole Lot of Red? Like anything on Whole Lot of Red.
That's his style. Like Cardi did his thing.
And it's,
like, what do you want? Like people are like, oh, like I like older Cardi songs. It's like Cardi's being Cardi.
He's just gonna be.
What do you want me to say? Like he's gonna do his thing, and you're just gonna hate on it. But then, like we're saying now, like we want this person to do different things. We want Drake to do different things. You're making fun of like some people for, like being confident in what they do and just sticking with that and making it like what they know they can make. And then you're making fun of people for trying new things. Like,
yeah.
Like, how do you want people to make songs? There's some people right now. Lil Baby's hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a formula.
Yeah,
he could be like, that's how he will just hand his music videos, and honestly, he sounds pretty similar on a lot of his songs. Like,
but it's so fire.
He's fire. He's on right now. He's on one.
He did a really good job. You heard the Girls Like Girls?
Do you like that song? Some people say they don't like that song.
It's pretty good.
I like the part where
I like Lil Baby's part. I like his part.
Lil Baby's fine. Lil Baby on Hurricane and Donda.
Lil Baby on Hurricane was great. Hurricane itself was just great though. Well, what's his name? Abel. Well, that's The Weeknd's real name, Abel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I call him Abel. I think it's funny.
I forgot about that. What's his last name though?
I don't even know. It's like Abel something. Kind of reminds me of like Drake's Aubrey.
Yeah, yo, Aubrey Drake Graham.
Is that his middle name, Drake?
Yeah, Drake's middle name.
I thought it stood for something. I thought Drake stood for something.
Drake's middle name.
Is it?
Aubrey Drake Graham from Degrassi.
Aubrey from Degrassi. Okay.
Yeah, what was his name on Degrassi?
I don't even know. I don't even know, but wasn't he in a wheelchair?
Yeah. Have you seen Degrassi?
I haven't watched a full episode of Degrassi.
He gets shot.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
He gets shot in the back by his homeboy.
Bro, we should
run Degrassi. Maybe just that episode. Like,
I just want to see like Drake get shot in the back. Like
the scene is horrible. Like it's like he's like, and the guy's like,
why don't more people clown him for that? Not
what's
clown,
his name?
Like,
what's his name?
Pusha.
Pusha probably did.
Pusha T
Soulja Boy did.
Soulja Boy loves to clown him.
Soulja Boy did on what's that?
97.9. Or Charlemagne.
Yeah, which first of all, screw that guy. He sucks.
Charlemagne's an idiot. Dude.
I hate him.
He just says like he says crazy things sometimes. Like he just says crazy things. When
J-Lo came on it and she sits in the chair and he starts sniffing the chair.
Nah, he's weird.
That was wild.
He's weird.
He's weird. He does a bunch of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And he was Post Malone hopped on and like Post Malone's like the chillest dude out of any artist. Didn't say anything and he was just shitting on him. And Post was like,
he's like, I don't know what you want.
He's like, nah, bro.
You ever see the Joe?
He didn't even get mad.
You ever see the Joe Budden interview with Lil Yachty? You ever see that?
Oh, and he bugs on.
Dude, Joe Budden's like, you taking this art that we gave you seriously? And then Lil Yachty goes, chill.
Yeah. Yo, Yachty's actually mad funny.
He
I
is.
would fool with Yachty. He's like kind of weird, and he doesn't eat real food. You know, like his diet's mad weird.
No, I've never
He's
seen
like candy. He's just straight candy. He sounds like this. That's what he sounds like. Hey, you don't need to make fun of the way he talks.
But that's the way he talks.
I like the way he talks. It's mad funny.
I think it makes for good music sometimes. He was on Donda.
Yeah, it was fire.
That's crazy.
I did when I first
was it okay? That what he's on?
I don't know what it was, but I was listening to it and I heard him and was like, that's Yachty. I was like, yo, I heard Yachty rap like this before. This is nuts.
That's the thing. That's why I think Kanye is so good because he just gets the most out of like the guys that he has on his song. How often? Like think about all the features on that album. Fabio puts together probably his best. Like he's on 2 songs, I think. He does the ad libs on another one, but he does a good job on Off the Grid. Yeah, and then Cardi does great.
Honestly, I think some people said it, and I agree with it. I don't know if I agree with it, but some people said that's like his best verse, which
it might be.
It's pretty good. It's I think
it's pretty. I think it's his best personally.
Casuals probably say that who don't listen to him a lot, but he has a lot of good songs.
I don't listen to him a ton. I'm not a big. Well, I don't love drill. Like drill. I like drill, but I don't like drill like that. Drill. I like drill like, Chef G and Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah,
I like those boys.
Fire.
I like those boys. I like the dark deep voice. I like they still got some melody. They're melodic. It's like melodic drill.
Smoke.
Yeah, I like melodic drill.
You ever listen to UK drill?
Yeah, it's not that good. I don't like it.
That's like the OG drill.
I know.
Like that's where like because like a lot of like the quote drill. Well, first of all, isn't drill from Chicago? Drill like started with like Chief Keef, I think, right? I could be totally wrong.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think drill. He wasn't really.
Either way, it like drill was like mad popular in the UK.
He kind of doing trap, boy. He's kind of doing trap.
It was really popular in the UK.
Yeah, it was really popular.
But then like pop, I would say of recent times, like Pop Smoke, Chef, like all those dudes are like New York drill, and New York drill is like, I don't want to say it's a copy. It's its own thing. It's its own thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But even a lot of the beats are copies of UK.
Extremely influenced. It's the same thing.
Like,
it's just the English version of it, kind of.
Murder Beats.
Yeah.
All those producers that produce for Pop Smoke are like a lot of them are UK producers, and he literally like people were on those songs in like England and stuff like that, and then Pop Smoke just took them and like he made the beats like "Welcome to the Party." Mad people have probably done like songs to that.
Yeah, but in the end though, like I think that it's better here. I like
those songs, but like you have to find good UK people. There are a lot of people who are trash.
I listen to some guys. I think this is one dude.
There's UK in like every country.
One dude, I think his name is Dave. I think it's just Dave. I've listened to some of his stuff.
Dave.
I listen to some other.
I'll give him a peep.
I'll peep Dave.
I listened to French drill before. It's not horrible.
French, huh?
I know a little bit of French.
I couldn't imagine listening to French rap music. It's like weird to me.
Very popular.
Is it?
It's like one of the most popular. Like drill and stuff. Rap is very popular there.
Really? In France?
It's probably like the second most.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
Out of any like European country, probably that, and England because of like.
Why do you know that?
Why do I know that?
Yeah.
That France is really popular.
Yeah.
I've listened to French drill before. I speak a little bit of French. I don't speak it as well as I can like read it and understand it, but I took French for a
Could
while.
You get around France?
Yeah. I think I could.
You think at least like good enough? Like you wouldn't, you might get lost a couple times.
I don't think I could. I wouldn't. I don't think I could follow public transportation probably. Yeah. Like very easily actually now that I think about it. Like it's just locations or whatever, and then like.
Yeah. Even I can't get around.
Like France, I can't get around like Boston probably, but like
you could.
I'm not good at giving directions either.
Really?
No.
Why?
I could but
you do get distracted as you speak.
Yeah, and I give people horrible directions. I say just forget. Just like go ask the next person.
They'll be like, hey, like hey Dan.
I get distracted. How do I get there?
You're like, all right, you want to go down there, and then you want to take a left. Funny story about that left. I took that left the other day. Almost get hit by a car. So don't get hit by a car when you go left because you're gonna get. Because you might get hit.
You might see a landmark. There's a tree right there. I seen that tree before. It's a good looking tree.
I took a piss on that tree before, and it was funny. Funny night, by the way. And then you started going on about the night, and I'm like,
I think cyclically, like a bike wheel, because like every thought that I have. It's horrible because they do come. That's a whole different thing. Is that they like I like lose track of what I'm talking about. But a different type of lose track of talking about is when I'm talking about something and I stack on top of them. It's like Jenga.
Yeah, Jenga thoughts.
What other game do you?
Good
well, no, Jenga you stack blocks.
Well, I mean, I guess you can't unstacking blocks. But
you have to put them back on top.
You do have to do it in the beginning. That's true. You just put them back on top. But
that's the gameplay. Yeah.
What's his name? Kanye said on an interview, he was like, I speak in a chorus. Like, he says all these different, like, he'll say one thing, and then he'll, like, completely switch it up and say nothing, and then, like, he'll keep talking in different ways, and then in the end he brings, like, 8 things together.
See, I don't do that.
Into, like, an ensemble. That's how he thinks of his thoughts. But to other people, that's how he does his music, too. So that's kind of what he's...
That works for him.
But, it can lose people, for sure. That's why it sounds weird. It sounds crazy. Like, he'll say something, and then he'll just move on to something else, and then... he'll move on to something else and another thing,
Yeah.
and then he ties them all together in some way.
Kanye's mad smart. People disrespect him. I don't even like Kanye that much, but people disrespect him.
Yeah, I agree. You think he's disrespected
People
heavily.
disrespect Drake.
People disrespect Drake for sure. They disrespect a lot of these people that are very successful. I'm like, why? Why can't you?
They hate us
like,
because they ain't us.
Think of how successful Drake is.
He's like, first of all, I would say,
Probably most successful.
hot take, Drake's the most successful artist of all time.
Artist of all time?
Yeah, arguably he is. He's up there.
I don't know the numbers.
He's one. I think I
know
looked
the
at him.
numbers.
I don't. He's up there. Like,
He won Artist of the Decade.
I was gonna say in like my lifetime, I've been alive for 21 years now, and Drake came up 2009, 2010, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and even if I'm counting,
He ran the decade.
I was gonna say he ran the decade, 100%. Best part of that, but even like, if you take into account the last 20 years, he might compete with those people too from the early 2000s.
But like they had Kanye. Think about Kanye the past 20 years. He had so much more time. Like think about he put out like The College Dropout, like what's it called, Late Registration. He put out Graduation. He put out 808s.
Who's
all
early,
before 2010.
If like you took like, I don't know, I don't remember what like what would be a fair comparison. Like the first couple albums of Drake and Kanye, like who are you taking?
The first couple. I'd take Kanye's first couple. Kanye's first couple were like.
Do you just think they have like more depth
Kanye
and stuff like
didn't
that?
like really miss until like. Oh Lord, I'm hearing some arguments upstairs.
The pipes are speaking.
The pipes are speaking. I don't think Kanye really missed until not missed even. I don't think he had below like an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 until like Yeezus. And some people that's their favorite album.
Yeezus.
I just don't.
I don't like it that much.
I think he experimented, and I respect Yeezus for what it is, but in the end, like
I can name like maybe one song on it.
Black Skinhead.
Yeah, that's the only
Bound
one
to, Blood on the Leaves. Blood on the Leaves is nuts.
I don't like listen to a lot of those
Bro,
songs. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest
Yo,
Kanye fan.
you love.
I'm more of a
Blood
Drake
on the
fan.
Leaves. But Drake first few albums were really good too. Like So Far Gone's awesome. Honestly, one of my favorite
so far,
songs.
I ran that stuff when I was like 10.
One of my favorite songs is probably Successful. Like
I heard that recently. I was like listening to that song.
It's just such like a vibe.
I want to listen to that song right now. That song's a banger.
I just love the drums in that. It's like so simple but soft and like it's just perfect.
In my earliest memories, like one of my like songs that I used to like, I know like early. I feel like I can't remember music before 2009, 2010, and that's honestly why like we run the oldies all the time. Like 2010, those are my favorite. A lot of my favorite music is from like that time period.
Because that's when you first found it.
That's when I first started like I listened to music and stuff like that, but like I feel like I vividly like I had like an MP3 player and I was putting stuff on that.
I remember.
I had like Find Your Love, bro.
CDs, bro.
I had CD. You ever burn a mixtape?
Bro, I had my first mixtape was burnt for me in 2006. I was 5 years old and I was listening to Smack That by Akon and Eminem when I was 5.
That's fire.
That's when I fell in love with Eminem. That was my first guy. That was my boy in the beginning.
I definitely listened to Eminem.
Eminem was the guy when I was younger.
I listened to a lot of Eminem. Drake, like Find Your Love is the first Drake song I probably ever heard.
I'm trying to think. Maybe Headlines. That's the first one I remember.
That too.
Maybe
Find Your Love
maybe
is the
Successful.
first one I remember.
Here's the thing. You have older siblings?
Yes.
So I have an older sister. She's 5 years older. And so when she'd play something, right?
A lot of our like MP3s were the same.
I'm like 5 years ahead because whatever she did, like, I heard, because she was in the other room on her speaker. Yeah, so I'd hear shit all the time.
My brother's 3 years older than me, so like a lot of his stuff too.
You're influenced in that way.
We used to like people say '90s kids and stuff like that. Like I feel like I relate more to '90s kids than.
Yeah, all my older.
I mean, we did like we were like early 2000s too. So like if you have like.
What year were you? 2000.
2000.
I'm 2001.
You're a baby, but you got the connection.
You said that. I know. I think I do. I think my sister, all my cousins up to that point. Obviously, like I was the first one born in the 2000s of my family, so which is actually I never thought of that. That's kind of fucking sick, by the way. But I never thought of that. You might be the first one for you too. Then. Yeah, that's pretty dope. We started the 2000s for the Grahams and the O'Donovans.
Yeah.
O'Donovans? All the O'Donovans? Wow. Good for me. Good for me.
I think I am.
That feels good.
There's like nobody my age.
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna like tweet that or something.
like
that's cool.
There's my sister and my other cousin. They're like a little bit younger than me, but
Yeah, I got
There's not that many young. Like I'm on the younger end in my families.
I'm on the younger end of my family. I'm in the middle, but younger end.
Yeah, I'm a middle child. I'm a middle.
I'm not a middle child. I only have one sibling. You have 3, 2 half.
2 half siblings and then 2 regular.
So you have 5. You have 4 siblings. 5 total. You. Wow, that's a lot of people.
My half siblings are a lot old. Like they're in their like 30s. My brother is 3 years older than me, and then my youngest sister is 3 years younger.
Word.
So pretty lit.
There's a good amount of you guys.
Yeah,
The family party is kind of crazy. Do you guys even like do stuff like that?
Yeah, like honestly, recently not as much. But I remember I used to like go to family parties all the time. I love family parties. Like I want to be the family party guy. I think I am. I think my family's already decided I'm family party guy. Like we're gonna all go to your house. Like
you're the one that's
okay, come to my U-Haul shed. It's gonna be real fun over there. But
where do you see yourself living?
A U-Haul shed. Probably.
Like,
you know, like you go. Maybe I'll be bougie and you go to like you go to Home Depot and they have the sheds on display outside. Like maybe I'll get one of those. Like,
yeah, you know,
it's got the fancy side.
You should do what they do in the buses.
Barn doors. What buses?
You should renovate a bus.
My cousin has one of those, no cap.
And drive around.
She has a. It's kind of sick. She's living the life. She has a school bus.
Yeah,
she drives around the country in bulls.
Pretty sick.
I don't know if I'm that kind of guy.
Really?
Like I like seeing stuff, but like
you don't want to abandon life.
The life on the road would kill me, man.
It's a lot. You need I feel like you need somebody with you. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yo, we wear these shirts every day.
Yeah. Just only these shirts for like a year.
You know, we wouldn't get lost. That's for sure.
They get mad scum.
No,
you can't even wash them. Nah. That's the rule.
That's our rule.
We're going primitive.
Could you hunt if you needed to? For survival?
Poorly, maybe. Maybe I could trap a few mice. Maybe a groundhog.
If you want to trap a few mice, you could probably do that down here. Oh, we didn't even talk about the setup. It's different today.
Oh, yeah.
So, we've tried to get a backdrop up, but then we kind of saw the wall.
Failed miserably.
We don't think the wall looks bad.
This is pure New Hampshire granite, actually, excavated. There's a little bit of Italian marble in there, too.
Oh, yeah, right?
Right, like that's Italian. I'm not going to
marble.
touch it because it's really expensive.
Yeah.
That's New Hampshire granite.
Yeah,
that's Vermont.
Right here.
Oryx. Wait, that's an animal. Never mind. I mean onyx.
Onyx is the color black, right? It's a shade.
I think it's a fine gemstone too.
And that graffiti art that you can't see, where it says DWL.
Oh, there's bricks too.
Does that say it's bricks too. Does that say 617?
Yeah.
That's my area code. That's my phone number.
DWL. Dude put a geotag in his own house. He put a geotag in his own house. DWL 617. So, if you're watching this, DWL 617.
Like you're a pimp, but they
respect you.
But yeah, we're in a basement right now. This is a different type of setup.
It's a good setup.
Honestly,
I hope they can see the pipes.
I know.
That'd be sick.
Be funny. There's pipes like this is honestly. It probably looks not bad to like who like the people watching, but we know we know what we're looking at right now. Yeah. It's pretty gross in here. It smells like
it could be worse.
It smells like dust.
We're probably inhaling noxious fumes as we speak.
Noxious
spiders crawling up my leg.
Yeah.
Could be a mouse in my back pocket. I don't know.
Yeah, there's actually a dead bird.
There's no windows down here, I don't believe, so.
No, so you can't hear the screams. Actually, no, there is a window right there.
Oh, well.
So we could like.
That bird was
bust
like.
In here.
I tried to I was like, oh, maybe I can get my house.
You tried to get in your house? Wait, you have a door, right? You have a, what's it called?
Bulkhead, yeah. Oh wait, you guys don't have one.
No, we don't.
That sucks, actually.
Down here,
that actually sucks.
You're kind of stuck down here. But then again, like, why would we ever use it?
We use our bulkhead. You put bikes in it and stuff like that.
Do you have a bike? Oh yeah,
Mike. I do.
Bike.
It's mad.
You know, Mike was never a bike guy, like for a long time.
Really?
He walked everywhere.
Like, I'm a walker, I'm a biker.
He refused to bike though. Like we all had
Mike?
Mike, were you embarrassed?
You scared of bikes?
You scared of bikes,
bro? You have to tell us.
Scared of bikes, dog?
I like. Everybody makes fun of me, especially a certain someone who doesn't like bikes, apparently.
Mike?
Yeah.
Wow.
Makes fun of me for riding bikes slow, which that's like how I live, bro. I take half a mile at a time.
Yeah, dude, we can't just
0.5 miles per hour at a time.
Why rush through life?
I walk fast, though. Are you a fast
I walk
walker?
pretty fast.
I walk pretty fast.
I wouldn't say I walk, like, extremely fast. But I
like
do
borderline speed. Like I could
I'm
join
walking,
the Olympics for that
like,
shit.
I'm definitely walking good speed.
I can I put a lot of miles on these today.
On these bad boys.
You know how much
I
I
put
walked?
a lot of miles
I put
on
steps on today because I walked
to work. You walked to rec and then
wait. So I walked to East Campus.
Okay.
Like the U-Cross. I walked there today.
For what?
I had to get some school stuff there. I walked there. I think I took a bus back. I took a horrible apparently you we go through. Have you ever walked to?
To you crossing?
Okay, no, I don't. I think you take a different way. Like we walk through the neighborhoods through the park. There's a big park. You know where Elio's holding the wall?
Right.
We walk by Butterfield.
No, I don't do that.
We walk through.
I just walk down.
We walk through
go
the
right.
city. Yeah, we don't. I don't do that.
I just feel like it's
But-
quicker.
Probably is. Might not actually be.
Might not be quicker, but I just think it's simpler.
You go in a straight line, but I cut through neighborhoods and stuff like that.
I just don't like taking a lot of turns and crossing. I just feel like I'm crossing.
I do a lot of those. So
one street.
there's
really.
this one last street where before you get there, apparently you take a left and then you go, or you can go straight and you're at campus rec and stuff like that. So I'm here on this street. And the street's going this way.
Okay.
And U-Cross is here.
Okay.
And then East Campus is over here.
Okay.
So I basically did this and then I went to U-Cross.
Why?
I didn't know you could take a left there. I guess I didn't. I was in going straight forward.
You were locked in, huh?
I was following the path I always take, and I just didn't. When I was walking back, I was looking around, checking the street to see if there's no cars gonna hit me. I'm a master jaywalker.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd never use them crosswalks. Even if there's a crosswalk available, you just
not you. I
just
think I did that
refuse.
today. Is jaywalking? Do a lot of people jaywalk?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably just a master.
Criminal jaywalker.
You are.
I'm a felon level jaywalker. But I dodged Pitbull today.
Oh yeah.
Pitbull Dodger.
What
It's
happened?
2K badges. I dodged another Pitbull.
Dodge Pitbulls.
There's a lot of dogs. You gotta be careful of dogs. People
Dogs
don't keep
are
on
scary.
lead. Dogs
that
will bite you.
We saw Ra the sun god today, and he kept his dog off the leash.
That dog looked mad. Looked mad chill.
It looked pretty tame. Well, because
Pitbulls are
it was
nice.
I mean, if you think about it, it was a god that was his tamer.
Yeah, he was taking care of him.
This guy we saw. You want to describe this guy?
Ra the sun god. That's all I gotta say, really.
Yeah, we should just call him Raw.
That's
the
what
sun
he is.
god.
He's R-A-W, the sun
Raw,
god.
the sun god.
Dude
That's
was built
sick. That's sick.
built like an Adonis,
Yeah.
cut up.
He looked like an Egyptian king. He did. He was
he had a pit bull. He was shirtless, booling on the corner, and Mike, this guy Mike yells, "Yo, looking cut up, dog," and he says, "I know." Which
is just as raw as it gets.
Walks across the street with his pit bull.
And then Pitbull was he had an unleashed Pitbull.
Pitbull had its own agenda.
Pitbull was kind of just hanging behind. He turns around and goes, "Yo," and the dog starts walking towards him, and then he just But instead of crossing, he could have easily went all the way across.
He did.
But he went the long way. You want to know why? Because he doesn't operate on time. That's the type of energy we need. I wish I got to know that guy. I should have sat him down and just done a podcast with him right in the middle of the street.
We need to get Ra the Sun God next podcast. Ra the Sun God and his pitbull. What's his pitbull's name? You think we gotta assign him a name?
War.
War.
Aries. Something like that.
Aries. Yeah, Aries the pitbull.
Aries the pitbull and Ra the sun god.
Pitbulls are nuts.
I'm glad we saw that guy. That was inspirational.
Pitbulls are nice dogs.
That's what I hear.
My brother had a pitbull. People
really?
Pitbulls are any dog can be a quote weapon or dangerous to someone. It's about whose hands it's in. Some dogs just aren't trained. My dog's not trained, but she's a small dog, so it ends up working out, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, what is the dog? It's a small pit bull, you said?
My dog?
Yeah.
My brother has a pit bull.
Oh.
I don't have a
What's the pit bull's name?
I don't even know what the dog's name is.
Really? You don't know the dog's name? You don't know your brother's dog's name?
No, I hardly remember my own dog's name.
What? Do you know what it is?
My dog, I don't know. My dog's name is Dusty, bro.
Dusty?
Dusty Rhodes, like the WWE.
Dusty Rhodes.
No, my dog's on its vet certificates and license, all this stuff. It doesn't say Dusty, it says the Dusty Pup.
The Dusty Pup?
Yeah, the Dusty Pup.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Why?
On the medical paper where it's hi, you need to come to the ASPCA clinic for your rabies shot, the Dusty Pup. The paperwork says address to the Dusty Pup. Not
Dusty Pup.
I call it Dusty, but.
Was that your idea?
A little bit. We didn't name her for a month.
Really?
We didn't know what to name her. I don't even remember. She had a name before. She was a rescue.
Like a temporary name you had, like Puddles or something.
She probably had like 20 names in the span. It was like a couple of weeks.
Poor dog's probably so confused.
That's probably why she turned out the way she is.
But this little shade throwing at Dusty.
Dusty. I mean, Dusty's my. You can't hate your own dog.
Dusty's literally
she's a wild child. Yo, if I would. Yo, what? If I had Dusty right here, I'd be like so content. Like, can you imagine if we had a dog at our crib?
Yeah.
It'd be sick.
It would be sick.
Dusty's better than
Bark?
some other dogs. Yeah, my dog barks a lot, so that's one of the reasons I
hate barking. Barking annoys me.
A lot of dogs bark.
But I get it. Well, that's the thing. A lot of dogs bark. So it's really like
some dogs like you
that's
can't
why I'm never gonna get a dog.
You don't like dogs like that?
I do like a really good dog. Like there's nothing.
There's
nothing like a really good dog.
I always said I'm not getting a dog unless I can like afford to pay for like really good training.
Like I need like a really good dog with true training.
Then he's gonna be sitting at my heel and be like, dog's gonna listen to every whim.
Yeah, I just want a good, and I want like a chill dog. That's just like, but like
you gotta get the perfect dog. Some people just
that's
just
the
need
problem.
the perfect dog.
Just I need
a lot of dogs out there.
So I don't want to get a dog and then have it not be perfect and then like not put all the loving care into it that I probably should. There's other owners that can take care of them better than I would.
Train them better and stuff.
If I'm like sitting there like resenting the dog, like I'd hate that. Imagine resenting.
I don't resent my dog. She got stuff, but like that was annoying. But
in the end, you give him.
I don't know why my dog called the Dusty Pup.
Why?
So we didn't know how to name her for a while, and like you ever see like quote a dog do the zoomies, if you will, the zoomies.
I've never seen.
You like when dogs like run across the floor and they like run and they just like run really fast around the house.
Until they fall.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes they fall. My dog used to do it all the time. Like they just run around because they got mad energy.
Yeah.
So we have like couches and like the couch legs like this, and there's like space under the couch, beds, whatever. My dog always used to go under the couch. She would like creep. She was small enough to like fit on the couch. Like I just got my first dog ever. I get this dog and it's like under the couch eating dust bunnies. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, what kind of dog are you eating like dust bunnies like under the couch? Like
call it Dusty.
What kind of dog does that?
You're like you Dusty Duck. And you were like,
the Dusty Pup. My dog to this day still sleeps under like she's too fat to fit under the couch now.
What is going on over here? Hello? Hi.
What up?
Going good.
Mid-story talking about puppy.
We're talking about the Dusty Pup.
Talking about the Dusty Pup. What you know about that?
What you know about that Dusty Pup? That was Haley. But we're back. So
the Dusty
Pup.
This
day, the Dusty Pup.
To this day, still the Dusty Pup.
To this day, sleeps under the dust.
No, but she would like run and slide under the couch and then run out and doing dumb stuff. And then finally she was getting too big and she'd have to go sideways into it because she's too fat. She don't fit under there. She fits under my mom's bed though. She sleeps under the dog. Sleep in weird places.
So what do you think that the past life was for that dog? Sleeping under things.
Rabid squirrel. My dog's wired.
Or like a bunny, like always living under a porch.
Oh yeah, like I could see my dog being a bunny
in a past life. Yeah. So what's coming up in down the pipe for Dan Graham? What do you got going on?
In terms of like what?
Just life, dude. What do you got going on?
School. I'm like looking forward to school. Not looking forward to school. I got a lot of studies to do. Good stuff will happen with that. I think I'll do good. I mean, like we've been living out in Lowell with all best buddies, right? Best buddies, greatest people on earth in the city of Lowell, Massachusetts. And to think like we got like a whole 2 semesters. We've been here for 3 months.
Yeah.
This is the new spot, obviously, for the DOD-Cast. New headquarters, maybe. Potentially. It's definitely a satellite location now.
Yeah,
we've been in Lowell for a couple months, and we got a whole, 9?
Yeah.
Just about. And then beyond that, we still got a bunch of, COVID sucks. Took over our life for a little bit. Still kind of messing with us, but we got, tons of time left for college, so.
Oh, we got a lot of time. Yeah.
It's like the same old, just grinding in school, having a good time,
Yeah,
living life, easy breezy. I don't know what to say. It's easy breezy. I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah, some people.
What's up for me? It's oh, I have this in my schedule. I have a dentist appointment here. It's I float.
I float. Dan? I think that's a good place to end it right there. You're a floater. So, did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, this was lit.
We had an hour and 10 minutes, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have talked for 8.
Yeah,
we know we could have talked for 8.
If I need a sub, you're the guy because I know we got more time in you possible. But
yeah,
Dan,
for sure.
I enjoyed myself. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming.
Great cast. Great cast.